Hey guys, welcome to Bites and Booze. This week we're celebrating the last month of summer with a salad that's sure to fill you up and refresh you at the same time. And we're calling it the Simple Summer Salad. Original, huh? But anyway, that's what it looks like after I've already started tearing into it a little bit. And I am drinking my peppermint infused water with a little garnish on it. That's really simple. You just put some peppermint leaves in water, let it soak for a little bit, and there you go. Got some cool, refreshing water. But we're not going to let that take away the spotlight of this salad. It's got greens, it's got protein and chicken, it's got some nuts in it, and I know how you all like your nuts, so don't even play like you don't. It's got fruit, it's sweet, and it's sour, and it's savory all at the same time. I can guarantee you're going to love this salad. So, without further ado, let's put the salad together so we can eat, shall we? Okay, so now we're going to put together the Simple Summer Salad. So I have laid out here everything that we're going to need to put it together. And it's called Simple Summer Salad for a reason, because it's so easy. First of all, you're going to need your lettuce. I like to get the spring mix that's got the different types of greens in it. And I like to mix it about half and half with baby spinach because it really gives you a variety of flavors and textures. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's all different colors in there too. So that's really cool for visual appeal. But anyway, it's really simple, and you just mix those two together and it looks fancy. Woo. Then you got your fresh strawberries here that you're going to need to use. Your walnuts, I get mine from the baking section, but you can get them anywhere. You got to have the nuts. So anyways, the last thing that you're going to need is some cranberries. And I go this route and I just buy them in a bag. It's cheaper that way and it makes life a lot easier. And then your lemon just for the flavor on top. So, anyways, let's get to making the salad, shall we? Typically, I'll just put it on a plate and go with it. But since I know how you boys are about your salads being tossed, I figured we could do something along those lines. And I do want to preface by saying all of this has already been washed. Always be sure to wash your vegetables and fruits before you eat them. Even if you use organic, there's still materials that are left on there that you really shouldn't be putting in your body. So just do a really good job of cleaning them. So anyway, it's as simple as you just take your, and I did wash my hands. Lord knows where they've been. So you just put in some of this. I like to do kind of like a layer technique, mostly because I don't have a bowl that's big enough for me to actually do it. And you take your strawberries and literally just cut them into chunks. If you want to cut them into slices, so here, let me show you. Oh. Oops. So you can do like the chunks, or you can do slices. It gives it two different looks, so you just do whatever you find visually appealing. I personally like the chunks because it's a weird shape. You never know what it's going to look like. So I like to do that. And however many you put in there is up to you. If you really want a sweet salad, put a lot more strawberries in there. And if you just want to break up the color, just put one or two. And you just sprinkle a little bit of the cranberries on there. And then some nuts. And you just do that over and over and over. For the sake of time, I'm just throwing that all in there. And I mean, you can, like I said, you can do any technique that you want. If you want to just have everything separate and then toss it at the table, that's fine. If you want to get it all ready before you go out there, that's fine too. You just throw this stuff in there, and it's all to taste. So if you don't like the nuts, which don't tell me none of you like the nuts, because I know you do, don't put them in there. Or if you would rather substitute, say, almonds instead, that's usually really good. So, and my tongs are in the dishwasher, so I'm going to use my hands again. But you simply just like toss the salad. It's that easy. And then, let me see here. Make it a mess. So you just take your plate. I'm sorry that I'm using my hands. I promise I'll have tongs next time I need them. And it really depends on how big your portion sizes are. I feel so tacky using my hands. Anyways, you get the point. So anyways, you have this on there. And then, I'm going to set this over on here. And what makes it a little more substantial is just putting a chicken on it. And shout outs to my sister for giving me some tips on how to cook this lovely little chick. And we'll do a tutorial on how to like bake turkeys and chicken and stuff like that too. And I should let this sit, but because I'm impatient and I'm hungry, I'm not going to. And again, you can mix this chicken into it if you want to just go ahead and put the chicken on and mix it in and toss that. Go for it. And if not, you can just do what I'm going to do and just shred it up and put it on top. You know what? I'm cooking, my hands are clean, so I'm using them. So you literally just lay it on top, whether you're usually on top or not. Alright, and then I won't use a salad dressing with this, just because it's kind of light and it's good. So I just cut up a lemon, and I will squeeze a lemon onto it instead. Just, not a whole lot, but you can do that. I actually do that on all my salads anyways, and if you want to mix it up just a little bit. Should I have this other knife ready, huh? You don't really mix it up. But just to add a little more color to it, cut a couple of slices of lemon. And lay them on the sides. And we'll take a strawberry. And this is a really cool thing to do too. You just make like a fan out of the strawberry. So you literally cut it almost to the end. I don't know if you can see this or not. But see how I'm not going all the way through, but almost to the end? So you do this all the way across the strawberry. The pressure's on since you're watching me. And then when you take it, you just push in the middle and see how it fans out like a deck of cards. And you can just stick that wherever you want it. That's a really ugly one because I picked an ugly strawberry. But you can do that. Sprinkle a little more of your cranberries and your nuts on top of it. And occasionally what I'll do too is I'll just take one of these, and you can really do it any way that you want, but like I said, since I take great care in washing my fruits and vegetables, I'll even wash the lemons, and sometimes I'll just throw them throughout the salad too. And then every once in a while you'll get a bite that is just not quite sour, but it definitely catches your attention. So I really like to do that too. And then that's about it. So here we go. This is basically our finished product right there. We have our reds and our greens, our yellows, everything to just bring your eye to this plate. And it's going to taste as good on your mouth. Oh, this is going in a bad direction, isn't it? It's going to taste as good in your mouth as it looks to your eyes. I can guarantee it. And it's really simple. It's going to go over well with all of your friends for any summer lunches that you might have. And you can always mix it up too. So if you are having this for lunch and you prefer tuna over chicken, take some tuna and dollop it on top. Use like an ice cream scoop and make 3 perfect dollops on top of it. It looks really great, and it also works well with this salad. Or if you are a vegetarian and you prefer not to have any meat at all, throw some tofu on top or some tofu into the mix before you toss the salad. And it'll go over great with anybody and everybody who's coming over this summer for lunch. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope that this was a fun tutorial for you to watch, and I hope that you enjoy this delicious salad that you're going to get to make now for all your friends and family. And I'll see you next Saturday for more Bites and Booze.